You are all welcome to the contract signing ceremony of the NEIP Hubs Acceleration Grant Program, the HAGP, under the Ghana Economic Transformation Project. On the 23rd of February 2023, I, together with my colleagues from NEIP and the stakeholders in the entrepreneurship ecosystem, launched the Hubs Acceleration Grant Program. Today, the 8th of June 2023, I'm happy to announce that after a diligent and thorough process, we are about to do the contract signing with you, the beneficiaries. Today's event is testimony to the determination of the President of the Republic through the Ghana Economic Transformation Project with support of the World Bank to enhance the capacity of the entrepreneurship ecosystem. As you may be aware, the Ghana Economic Transformation Project has 4 components, and NEIP's programs fall under Component 3 of the project. The Component 3 supports entrepreneurship and SME growth in the non-resource-based sectors, and it is aimed at addressing the limited development of the SME and entrepreneurship support ecosystem. I always say in Ghana, there is a business on every street. You find a container. Now, because of technology, you don't even have to have a container. Ladies are processing juices in their kitchens and using social media to sell them. So there are millions of startups, SMEs, innovation-based enterprises which need support. And the support is never enough. That is why government through GETP is doing this to help build the capacity of the ecosystem so that we can nurture more startups and businesses. So as I said, the Component 3 supports entrepreneurship and SME growth in non-resource-based sectors. And this is aimed at addressing the limited development of the SME and entrepreneurship support ecosystem, including early-stage financing to promote and strengthen a growth model that is conducive to economic transformation to achieve higher rates of investment and productivity growth across the country. The Hubs grant subcomponent of our Component 3, which contract ceremony we are executing today, is a grant program to support the development of the entrepreneurship ecosystem by building the capacities of entrepreneurship hubs to bring the quality of their services up to international standards. So as part of our program, we are understanding other ecosystems, mature ones like Israeli ones, South African ones. We are benchmarking against them, and our expectation is that after this capacity building exercise, the funds that you are getting will help bring the standards here up to some of these international standards. That is the whole essence of this exercise, to bridge those gaps. And this is a grant. You don't pay back, you only have to use it to support the ecosystem. Let's clap for Government of Ghana once again. So the hubs will also be supported to run various programs that will benefit the firms and startups within our communities. The grant program was competitively designed to select a number of hubs which will be provided technical assistance and capacity building to address gaps identified during the benchmarking exercise. So unfortunately, this support is going to only 30 out of the many hubs we have in the country. But with the President's love for the entrepreneurship ecosystem and with the World Bank's dedicated support to the ecosystem and supporting the Ghana private sector as a whole, we hope that possibly, maybe in future, we can get some support for those who couldn't access in this phase. Clap for government and World Bank. Today's grantees or beneficiaries were selected based on the criteria I'm going to mention. The hubs are all legally registered companies in Ghana. They are 100% Ghanaian owned. They've operated as enterprise support organizations in Ghana for at least 3 years. They have core expertise in entrepreneurship support and business acceleration. They have qualified, competent team of business development experts, mentors, and trainers. They demonstrate standard business practices such as good corporate governance, bookkeeping, accounting, and other financial management practices. They contribute in-kind resources such as staff time and physical allocations to the program. They have adequate space to host the intended capacity building programs we are going to run. They also show traction of previous work experience they've done in the ecosystem with solid profiles. And they all submitted 2-year financial reports. And they also submitted a 1-year accelerator program concept design, which qualified them for the grant. And that is going to be the basis for the execution of the training program they are going to run for the firms in the communities. So the team at NEIP and Deloitte undertook due diligence visit to all the hubs which were shortlisted. We got about 100 applications from all 16 regions of the country, and we shortlisted 40 of them. And we went on site tours to physically inspect the infrastructure, their facilities, the resources they use, their mode of operation, their staffing levels, to convince us that they indeed deserve this grant and they are capable of managing this government money which is coming to them. So we took stock of their capacities, the programs they offer, the challenges they face. And this was aside confirming information and picking up more data to aid us in our due diligence work. A mapping and classification exercise was also conducted during the due diligence exercise. The purpose of this mapping and classification exercise was to identify and classify entrepreneurship hubs in Ghana. And this aims at enhancing quality and service offerings to international standards. A final report on the hubs provides us with an overview of the hubs landscape, including locations and key characteristics, while assessing their levels of collaboration. Ghana, we don't like collaborating too much. So how do we explore and exploit our synergies? How would the hubs collaborate? How do we work with each other within our various regions and clusters? If 2 or 3 hubs are agro-based, how do we leverage our strengths, to work well for the ecosystem? If 2 hubs are technology and innovation hubs, how do we come together to support the work that we are all doing? The collaboration is very, very important. Also, sustainability of the hubs operations, their service offerings, their impact and challenges they face. And the grant is going to provide tailor-made services to fill the challenges that we identified when we did the due diligence. So this will serve as a foundation for developing the capacity building programs, the training programs, and the benchmarking initiatives. The objectives included identifying the hubs, classifying them based on a set criteria, analyzing their distribution and offering, and then recommendations for improvement. The Hub Acceleration Grant Program focused on hubs operating in the following sectors: agriculture, technology and innovation, light manufacturing and processing, waste and green business, and technical and vocational oriented hubs. We encourage the active participation of women, youth, and persons with disability in the grant program. Can we see the beneficiaries who are ladies, the female-led hubs here? Can we see you? Okay, let's give them a big round of applause. Yeah. Okay, so please stand up so that we see you. Wow, how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Well done, congratulations. Thank you. And I think the youngest is Janet. Janet is below 30 years. Well done. Disbursement of funds will follow immediately after this contract signing. But that will not be the end process. A period of monitoring and evaluation will commence where we will track key milestones and ensure compliance and use of funds for the intended purposes. So as part of our MEE framework, we are going to do a first tranche. So if you are getting $150,000, for instance, you are going to get the first tranche of $75,000. We will come and inspect the work you are doing. If you are going according to the standards of the government and the bank, and then we will disburse the other tranche. A period of monitoring and evaluation will commence where we will track key milestones and ensure compliance and use of funds for intended purposes. As part of the monitoring and evaluation, the NEIP shall request for quarterly and annual reports, all in a bid to grow an ecosystem to the international standards that we aspire to get to on our way to producing Ghana's first unicorns. The phase 2 of the Hubs Acceleration Grant Program will cover setup and operationalization of new hubs, including revitalizing hubs, which are not more than 2 years. Now, in conclusion, I would like to acknowledge my team at NEIP, especially my Director for Business Support and Commercialization, who led this project. Franklin, kudos for the good work done. The entire team at NEIP, proud of you. We are also very grateful to the World Bank team for their unflinching support towards helping to grow Ghana's private sector, and especially their collaboration and partnership with NEIP. We hope there's going to be more. Thank you very much, World Bank. Next is the project coordinating unit of the Ghana Economic Transformation Project. We have our component 3 specialists here. Mr. Mahmoud, we are very much grateful for all the work you do with us. Thank you very much. And then our Deputy Minister, who is our Superintendent Minister, the Deputy Minister for Wealth Creation at our mother ministry, the Ministry of Finance, Honorable John Kuman, who is our boss that we report to, is currently at a program at United Kingdom, so he couldn't join us. The next is to our consultants, Deloitte, who did all the good paperwork for us to make sure this program came to fruition. Francis and team, we thank you very much. And the last but not the least is our partners, the ecosystem partners, the hubs and the ESOs, who are like the branches of NEIP. We collaborate with them, we do capacity building with them. When we are doing disbursements, it goes through them, they help us with on-site visits, monitoring and evaluation, and all that. And we continue to partner with you to ensure that we grow our ecosystem. Finally, we thank His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa, for his continuous support for the growth of the entrepreneurship ecosystem, for his various interventions to ignite and unleash the innovative and entrepreneurial spirit of young people in a bid to mark a conscious departure from job seeking to job creation and job ownership. Thank you very much for your attention.
Some of us in the church, when we